What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 video. Now shout out to the DoD, Disciples of Doom, and today's video is going to be the start of an all new video series called Manic Mondays. Now if you're old enough, you'll remember the old song Manic Monday, but if not, give it a Google. But alright, so Manic Mondays, what is it? Basically, this is going to be a video series every single Monday where I'm just going to give you an overview of what happened the previous week and what's going to happen this coming week, whether it be about myself and my content, the video game content, the Division universe, other content creators, what's going on in the entire, world itself. So basically, it's going to be a weekly news series. So buckle up, get your popcorn, relax, and let's jump into it. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, support the channel, and subscribe if you're new. If you have any questions, comments, anything you want me to talk about, let me know in the comment section below. But alright, let's get into this. Basically, like a little freestyle video, so I'll do a little open world farming, maybe some PvP, while we give this a nice little chat. But alright, so today is Monday, June 28th. And yeah, so let's start with what has happened in the, in the past week or so. So, as far as for me personally, what has happened in the last week or so, it was my birthday last week. So what I did is I took a few days off. But right before that, I had a birthday stream. I actually had two of them. I had a birthday stream in the morning and then a birthday stream in the evening. Both of them were, a lot of fun, and we had, a crazy amount of support during those streams. So I want to thank you, each and every one of you, for coming out and, either wishing me happy birthday or supporting the stream, whichever one. It was a lot of fun. Thank you so much. And then shout out to Kong Style. He was a part of my evening birthday stream. We did a few manhunts. Well, actually, we did several manhunts, and it was just a blast. If you guys want to see any of that footage, just go back to my videos, and you can see either a playlist called Live Streams, or you can just scroll through my videos and you will find my birthday streams. Because in that stream, I believe it was the second one, so if you look up Birthday Stream Take 2, you'll see that myself and Kong Style, we basically started going manhunt in this lobby, and by the end of the night, the entire lobby was dressed up like yours truly. The exact everything. It was amazing. It was pretty crazy shooting a whole bunch of people that look like me, but it was a lot of fun. I want to thank everyone again that showed up, either in my chat, in Kong Style's chat, or in the Dark Zone. We had a blast. I hope we can do that again soon. I know my buddy Bishop, another Twitch, is wanting me to jump in and do some manhunts with him as well, so I'm looking forward to that. So as far as what's going on this week for myself and my content, this is what I plan to do. So I plan to do 2 videos and a stream every single day during the week. So look for like a video around the morning, afternoon time, and then a video around the, the evening dinner time. And then I will probably do like a night stream after, the kids are put to bed, everything's good to go. So just prepare for that. Probably 3 different notifications from me every day during the week. Be a morning video, an evening video, or a late night stream. So just be ready for that. And if you aren't already, ring the so you get notified when all those things happen, and you don't show up late and, like I end the stream or something like that, and you're like, hey man, what the hell? So just make sure you have your notifications. Alright, now that's what's going on with me personally this past week and this coming week. So the next one I want to talk about is, the universe, the content, the game. What's going on? Do we have any news? Is there going to be any news? So this part of the segment is going to be pretty short because there has not been any news for quite some time. If you guys haven't noticed, every month or so, I'll hit up Yannick or Trick on Twitter, and I'll get them to talk about something. I mean, this previous month, I got Yannick to tell us that they are looking for a replacement for Hamish, and they are hoping that the state of the game can make this, triumphant return. We'll see. But no one knew about that. They were completely dead silent. And then I actually had Yannick post the job listing on my Twitter. So if you are interested in that and you are in the Sweden area, hit that up. Go for that job interview. That'd be a lot of fun. Not gonna lie. Now, as far as me personally, I wish they would do something, maybe remote. I think that would be cheaper for them, and they could also commission, 4 to 8 different content creators, and they could cycle them through every week and have some sort of cool, bridge of the gap, between the consumer and the developer. And I think the bridge that I'm talking about is a content creator. Is what a consumer that is covering that. I mean, you're basically, the gatekeeper when it comes to either content or when it comes to the developers talking about stuff. So there's that part where I feel like, I have to basically, hit them up and mention them once a month or so to get them to reply to anything. But as far as that goes, we have not gotten any sort of news, no trailers, no hints, no nothing. I've asked about content for Conflict and Hardcore mode, because those are 2 game modes that I play quite frequently. And both game modes, in my opinion, have been very neglected. Whether it be Hardcore mode, which is still in the beta phase after a year and a half. For some reason, they never touched it after releasing it. Or whether it be Conflict, where Conflict hasn't really been touched since Red Storm left. I know that and a few of the developers that were there last year, they did a UI update where it looks kind of cool to go into the menu and looking at your stats is a little different, but that's it. All that is just, and that has nothing to do with the gameplay. That has nothing to do with the Conflict matches or anything like that. I mean, Conflict is in a poor state. If you're with the right crew, you can spawn camp the other team within seconds. And I do mean within seconds. And it's pretty bad. I really would, just pull Conflict under their wing and give it some sort of love. Whether it be, fixing the spawn points, whether it be fixing the glitch points that are in Conflict, whether it's fixing the XP that is not properly transferred over to your watch level. I mean, I've played probably over 3,000 games in Conflict, and I'm only a shade level 1746. I guarantee that if they were to change the Conflict XP to rightfully transfer over to watch levels, I would probably be around, 9,000-10,000 shade level. But because Conflict does not properly transfer over to your watch, I'm pretty much a low man on the totem pole when it comes to watch levels. Alright, so enough about that part. The news. So Heartland, we know, is still in development and testing phase. Apparently the leaks that happened, 2 months ago now? Those leaks are just that. They're just leaks. There's absolutely no news, no substance given to us about Heartland. I mean, I saw that on Twitch. They started a Division Heartland page, so you can follow that to get ready for Heartland to come out. I saw on, Facebook, we have a Heartland page that's basically ran by the Elites Academy. If you guys remember the Division Elites from back in the day, they've been running, quite a pretty good show, whether it be for the Division 2, whether it be for Heartland, what have you. They cover pretty much everything. So shout out to the Elites Academy one more time. Now, going back to the news. So we have not gotten any real news since those leaks for Heartland. We were told that nothing was going to come out of E3 for the Division universe, and that's just it. Nothing came of it at all. What? This Chunga's climbing. What? What is this? Burn, baby, burn. Oh, he's healing himself. Oh, snap. Oh, he's gonna kill me. Oh no. He's healing himself. No. Oh no. Oh no. Give me a second to heal up. Okay, there we go. This chunk is doing work, man. Watch. Oh, got him with another sticky. There we go. Now he's not healing. There it is. There it is. Alright. Sorry about that. I guess that's what happens when you do videos live. You get a Chunga come up the ladder and mess with you. Alright. Anyways, what was I talking about? Elite's Academy. Great place to go, whether it be on Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, anything. Hit them up. Elite's Academy. Great group of people. I believe they were formerly known as the Division Elites. But if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments section. Alright, so as far as news, obviously no one's coming out for E3. E3s are gone. Nothing for the Division universe. If you've seen my previous video, you know that I pretty much plan on them doing like their own Division universe like reveal party. That way they can talk about, you know, the Division 2, they can talk about Heartland, and possibly, potentially, talk about the Division mobile game, all in the same event. So I think if they were to hold off for that and at least get like, you know, some sort of reveal trailer for Heartland, some sort of announcement trailer for the mobile game, it doesn't have, you know, 2-3 minutes long. Some of these like announcement trailers are only, you know, 45 seconds to a minute long. So you could easily do, you know, the Division mobile coming soon and then have, you know, a few graphics, a few this and that. As far as Division Heartland, I believe that's already coming past. They've already announced that it's coming out. They already announced it's a free-to-play game on all platforms. And they've also, you know, had those leaks. So I think the next step for Heartland would be a reveal trailer where they're going to reveal, you know, what's going on with Heartland. What is Heartland? How do you play Heartland? I mean, there's a bunch of questions that if you knew about the leaks, yeah, you might have already, you know, been able to answer those questions yourself. But for the main, you know, masses, you know, the normal populace of, you know, consumers, a lot of them don't know anything about Heartland at all. They haven't seen the leaks. They haven't even heard of it. So I think a big reveal trailer is what's going to happen next for Heartland, and then we'll start to see more stuff happen. Now, obviously, they're still doing play tests and you know, play testing sessions for Heartland, you know, to spread throughout the next few months. So, you know, look out for that. But as far as hearing any news, we're probably not going to hear anything until you know, some sort of big event. Ooh. That dog almost took me out. Alright, so that is the news for Heartland Division 2. So for Division 2, last time I talked to Yannick, when he sent me that job listing to replace Hamish, he also told me that they are on schedule for doing a end-of-year release for whatever that new content is. Oh, the dog one-hit me! Oh, snap! Yeah, that was sick. So we still have to look out for that. Yannick being, you know, basically the head honcho now for the Division 2, he's keeping this really close to the chest, so he's not going to release anything until he has, you know, undoubted, you know, proof. Like, if I were him, you know, he was around State of the Game for the last couple years, so he knows exactly how this content reacts and acts when it comes to any sort of news, leaks, blah, 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 blah. And a lot of times, more times than not, it's usually negative. So Yannick being quiet is probably the best possible thing he could do as the new head honcho, as the new, you know, supporting director, you know, of the Division 2. We all know that Julian Garrity stepped down so that he can work on Star Wars. Magnus, just like with Magnus, he stepped down from Division, and then he got the Avatar game. So we're seeing all of these directors. They'll do their best with the Division, and then they're smacked with like a huge project. So whether it be Magnus doing Avatar, and then you have Julian Garrity doing Star Wars, now you have Yannick, who was once, just helping us out on State of the Game, talking to the community. Now he is in that director seat, and he's at the controls. And I believe that with all of his knowledge of the community, he's really not wanting to say a single word until he has everything set, everything put together, all, the T's crossed, I's dotted, and he wants to make sure it is a perfect final product. That way when it's released, he can get a lot of praise, and then hopefully, maybe he can spearhead, the Division 3, later on down the road whenever the Division movie decides to come out. So as far as Yannick staying quiet, I think it's a smart move, because he knows, especially if you remember the release of The Summit, where he was on State of the Game and he looked so sad. He looked so bummed out, because when they were talking about it, they were explaining that The Summit's being released, but it wasn't done yet. There were still things they wanted to fix. There were still, updates they wanted to do. And he saw from the community that, we did not like that. We would have rather waited to get The Summit later and have it be, more polished. But I think the way their timelines were as developers, I think that the companies, they basically gave them a deadline for release, and then that was that. So they had to release it, they did release it, and all that jazz. So I think Yannick took that experience and he kind of kept it, close to the chest. That way, all of this news about Division 2, Division 3, Division Heartland, what have you, they're keeping hush-hush, because they want to give us, that final product before we can even judge it. You know what I mean? Because this community is pretty judgy. Pretty judgy indeed. Even when it was about that Heartland closed testing leak. It was such an early stage of testing, and then everyone is just jumping on that bandwagon. Oh, it's crap. Oh, it's not going to be good. Oh. And what they all failed to realize was there's probably, 5 to 10 more steps of playtesting before it even, is thought to be, public beta. And what a lot of them did not really put into account is that between then and now, there's going to be a lot of changes, and it's going to be, polished. So I talked about myself, my content, what's going on the past week, this coming week, and same with the news for this universe, the Division universe, and the Division franchise. So next is, what are the content creators doing? And, so I'm going to give you my opinion, I guess you could, because I can be quite opinionated. And everyone knows I don't really have a filter when it comes to this crap. I record, and that's it. I just record whatever comes out of my mouth. So none of this is scripted. It's just coming straight to you. Now, as far as content creators, what's been going on this past week, and what's probably going to happen this coming week? Well, this past week we have seen videos swirl around about a clickbait, exotic glitch, wannabe thing. And it is a nice thing to wish, but I think with the lack of evidence, where there's actually zero evidence at all, I think someone just had a lot of fun with Photoshop, and it pretty much caught some content creators off guard. They started thinking that it was a new thing, that it was a glitch, and in reality, there's zero evidence to back up any of that, and it's probably just a prank that tricked a couple content creators. Another thing I saw, basically, content creator released the Trick Dempsey interview from IGN India that was released like 2 months ago and tried to say it was new. I mean, there's some content's drying up, is what I'm trying to say. And some of these content creators are really scraping the barrel there. So that's basically it. When it comes to this week, what's going to happen? I've heard that Sergeant Greybeard's coming back out with another Diplomats of the Division, which has been a huge success when it comes to this community. If you don't know who Sergeant Greybeard is, he's a content creator. All you have to do is search Sergeant Greybeard. I promise you, you will find him. Now, Diplomats of the Division, what is that? That is a video series that he started, and it's a interview series where he does not just interview content creators, he interviews the entire community. So whether it be you're a cosplayer, you're a photographer, you're a dedicated gamer, you're a streamer, you're a YouTuber, it doesn't matter what you are. You could be a developer. He's already interviewed Trick Dempsey. He's already interviewed like the top cosplayers for the division. I mean, there's a lot of parts of the community that a lot of you are unaware of, and Sergeant Greybeard is definitely putting a spotlight on all aspects of this community. So that's something I'm looking forward to personally. Obviously the discussion videos I hear from other content creators are amazing, and I love jumping in and discussing stuff, division related, to the point where I'm trying to do like a little like rebrand, reload, kind of thing with my game chat podcast. So I will be continuing that again this year like I did last year. But I'm trying to do, some redesigns. I wasn't really happy with the way the end product came out. So I'm trying to rework that, fine tune it. And then once that happens, we'll be jumping in with some other creators and such for that podcast again as well. Now, that's basically it when it comes to the news for myself, the franchise, and other content creators. If I had a message to the other content creators, I would say, don't believe everything you see when it comes to social media. It is very easy to doc a screenshot, doctor a build. I mean, if I sat on Photoshop long enough, I could probably make up a screenshot of me having all exotic weapons on my character at the same time, and then just post it on there, and I bet I could probably get a few content creators being like, oh, look at this glitch. When in fact, it's not really a glitch, it's just, someone's bored. You know what I mean? So, message to the other content creators, make sure you research your stuff before releasing it, because it comes off really, really clickbaity, and the community as a whole, I know myself included, I hate when that happens. I love speculation, but I think I like seeing evidence with the speculation, kind of like how Gamey Daddy does it, where he will give you speculation, but he gives you a reason on why he's speculating that way, and then he also gives you evidence on, why he feels that way. So I think if everyone were to try to take, aspects of that and apply it to their own content, it'll come off a lot better. Now, as far as any last notes, let me think. PvP obviously still hasn't been touched, but what I am noticing a lot more now are skill builds. Skill builds are pretty much running PvP nowadays, and I think that I might release a build video today calling it the most toxic skill build in the game, because that's what it is. And I've seen it quite a bit. Now, I know it's a double-edged sword, and a lot of you are going to be, hating right now. So before you send me that hate, comment, let me go ahead and explain. I do understand a lot of you hate that I release sticky bomb builds, shrapnel trap builds, mortar turret builds. I do cover all parts of this game. And that goes with build videos as well. I cover every single build I can think of and more. And I think with the game being in such a stagnant condition, where we are basically in limbo between year 2 content and year 3 content, even though we are well into year 3 right now, but we are still in that limbo where we're redoing seasons, we're redoing, content. And with that being said, I'm going to start covering all the builds. So, yeah. If you've seen the most toxic build in PvP, I've probably covered it. And if not, I'll probably cover it in the future. You know why? Because it's content. A lot of these people, they say, "Oh, the game's dead. Oh, this and that." What content is there? I don't have any content. Maybe if I had content, I could do this. Well, a lot of you don't understand that the amount of builds in this game are staggering. The amount of combinations in this game are staggering. Even when it comes to, meta builds, you can still make 5 to 10 different meta builds and it still be the same build for the most part, but it's just, changed to styles. And that's what I do. I love it. Whether you're a skill build player, DPS player, tank player, armor regen player, status effects player, whatever it is under the sun, I pretty much cover it. So as far as me and myself, I'm not going anywhere. I have content for days. I could do this every day for another year and still have enough content. So just buckle up, relax, subscribe if you're new. Don't forget to turn on those notifications, and I will see you in the next one. I am planning on doing 2 videos and a stream every day during the week, and then that way I can take off the weekends and relax with my family. So yeah, don't forget, I'm Kamikazevondoom. Hit that like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you think about the video. See you guys. Peace.